The passion.
All the world today knows
the spirit.
That we are here and we're standing
the power.
The forces of power in the state of Alabama saying we ain't gonna let nobody turn us around.
Of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. through the voice of Stephon Ferguson.
How long will prejudice blind the visions of men?
Stephon Ferguson will take you back to a time when one of the greatest leaders in history inspired a people.
I have a dream that one day on the red hills of Georgia,
transformed minds.
All I'm saying is all life is interrelated. We're caught in an inescapable network of mutuality, tied in a single garment of destiny.
Moved a nation.
Not only that, let freedom ring from Stone Mountain, Georgia. Let freedom ring from Lookout Mountain, Tennessee. Let freedom ring from every hill in MLK, Mississippi, from every mountainside.
And incited change across the globe.
So he rises to the level hating the system rather than the individual who is caught up in that system. I return knowing that we are moving into a bright day of freedom.
Stephon Ferguson travels internationally to churches, schools, universities, and various organizations, delivering the powerful words of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., educating people on the history of Dr. King and his philosophy of love, peace, and equality so the younger generation does not forget.
Interestingly enough, Greek philosophy comes to our aid at this point. There are three words in the Greek language for love. It's difficult to like people bombing your homes and threatening your children and kicking you about, but Jesus says to love them.
Stephon Ferguson travels to every corner of the globe to revive Dr. King's philosophy and fire up a generation to boldly stand up for social change.
People of Montgomery asked me to serve as the spokesman, trying to give theological and philosophical reasons for the existence and the reality of sin and evil, but the answer didn't quite come there.
The words of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., spoken by Stephon Ferguson, will resonate among people who will be our future leaders of tomorrow.
Gospel great Rance Allen will be there, and MLK artist Stephon Ferguson, special guest of the event. Welcome, how are you?
Morning, gentlemen.
Always good to see you. It's been a while.
Somebody said that you cannot figure out where you're going if you don't know where you've been.
I would say perform in a sense to reinvigorate the dream of what Dr. King stood for, and that's what I do.
Our efforts, our ideas, all to a higher level if we know who he was.
I have a dream that one day down in Alabama.
Stephon Ferguson breathes life into the words of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
And I would see Plato, Aristotle, Socrates, Euripides, and Aristophanes assemble around the Parthenon. We were in that majestic struggle there. And every now and then we'd be thrown in jail and we'd see the jailers looking through the windows.
Be a part of the Dream Lives Tour.
Shall we stand today? Sign the Emancipation Proclamation. This momentous decree came.
When I heard him speak, I just felt I just was deeply moved, and I was really changed, like what Martin Luther carried in his day. Like I feel like it was imparted into me.
Yes. I'll tell you, I've seen the lightning flash. I've heard the thunder roll. I've felt sin breakers dashing, trying to conquer my soul. Let freedom ring from the mighty mountains of New York. Let freedom ring from the heightening Alleghenies of Pennsylvania. A nation where they would not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today.
I'm very inspired by hearing you the spirit of Dr. King. Very inspiring. And the fact that you got the speeches memorized like that. It was a very lengthy speeches, and you know, it just says a great deal about the respect and admiration you have for him. And, please continue.
With this faith, we will be able to hew out of the mountain of despair a stone of hope.
Be a part of the Dream Lives Tour and experience the passion,
All the world today knows
the spirit,
that we are here and we're standing before
power,
the forces of power in the state of Alabama, saying we
the
ain't gonna let
words
nobody turn us around.
of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. through the voice
I know you're asking
of
today,
Stephon Ferguson.
how long will prejudice blind the vision